and a bunch. He's down. Oh, more. See, things like this make me really worried. There's been that one bug where with Triss already, and now this guy falls before I touch him. Kind of worried.
Mess with me and die.
Boom. And apparently I got them all. Loot. Remains. Library. There's a dresser. Water. Oh, that's it. Stairs to Triss's room. We're not done with the potion yet, so no. Some just emptied. Now I know what this is, okay? But maybe I might refrain from using it because of role-playing reasons, or I might not. I mean, yeah, higher difficulties and all. I might have to take advantage of it. It cancels everything, basically. Well, shh. Take that back. I didn't say anything. Some more of it. I'll read it out once it appears in the formula. Log. White gall. Oh, see, I just found it. So, white gall is a mild hallucinogen which provides pleasure during the long nights witchers spend at their fortresses, waiting out the winter. The witchers make this potion using secret saprophytes grown in the dungeons of Kaer, but it can also be made from commonly available ingredients. So the mushrooms. Mushroom booze. White gall is a hallucinogenic beverage, but it can also be used to create other potions. It serves as a base for complex potions, accommodating up to 5 other ingredients. As a mild hallucinogen, it makes entering meditation state easier for witchers. Yeah. So basically, when you make potions, you need alcohol to mix stuff in. White gall is a particularly powerful one. The downside is you need to use ingredients to make it later on in the game. So yeah. What do we have here? Crate. Monstrum, ape, or a portrayal of witchers. Another unknown potion. More white gall. See what's in here. Dagger. Gonna put it here. And another one. Calcium ecu. Last thing about the enhanced edition is you can arrange your inventory, blah blah blah. Oh, an axe. Now, this can't be used in combination with Witcher combat styles, but it's more powerful. So, if I... Oh, that's a dagger. So T equips though. No. R. Yeah. So, big and heavy. But hurts a lot more than the sword. Almost twice as much, actually. Yeah. Put it away. we have everything we came for, I think. So let's head back down and ask, can we see them? No. Ask Vesemir if he wants to help us with gutting the Frightener. Sorry. So here he is.
Oh, that was a tough fight.
I found a few intruders upstairs, but...
I understand they won't be a problem. Lambert, however, let the Frightener get to him. Nothing serious. Good you went after Triss and handled that mage.
She was able to salvage some equipment, but it looks like the main device has vanished.
Our beautiful sorceress was right, I know. You did well, Wolf. Take this armor and sword. I've been keeping them for you.
So yeah, now we can start asking things. And we got armor. Got armor and a new sword. We might as well ask these things now, because...
Are there other Witchers?
There were 3 Witcher schools in all, but it's been long since I've heard word of the other 2. You've met all the Witchers I know of, except for Berengar.
Did I know him?
I don't believe so. An introvert, he chose his own path. Actually, none here can say they know Berengar. He often ran away from Kaer, though he would always return in the end. After the trial of the grasses, he finally accepted his destiny and started training for real.
So Berengar didn't really like being made into a Witcher. Oh. Well, why isn't he here?
Why isn't he here?
I don't know. We lost touch with him a while back.
Okay, is there anything else I
can
can
ask you something?
Of course.
Who was Leo? Yeah, who was he?
Who was Leo?
One of hundreds of orphans of the war with Nilfgaard. I apprenticed him 6 years ago.
I'm sorry.
We'll recover our secrets and find Leo's murderers, even if they fled to the end of the world.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
There was something else as well. You mentioned defending Kaer before. Oh yeah, and there's that book I need to read. But yeah.
You mentioned defending Kaer before.
Yes. 15 Witchers once lived here, training boys for their trials. Only they knew the secrets of mutation. Witchers who set out on the path and failed to assimilate among humans wintered here. Before the battle, 23 Witchers and 40 students called Kaer home. Too damn few for the mob that attacked. I never knew why they came. Some say a sudden explosion of anger born of disdain for Witchers. But no. Someone provoked the mob with flyers filled with lies. Special agents read them to the peasants. Truer still, the fanatics could never have taken the fort without the aid of sorcerers, though they outnumbered us by far. They didn't even spare the youngest. I alone survived, concealed among the corpses. Walk around, Wolf. The skeletons remain. You may find a flyer, there used to be hundreds. Memorize it as a warning of the evil humans can perpetrate.
So people don't really like Witchers. For whatever reason. You know, I guess it's the fear of the alien.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
So, any idea who attacked?
Any idea who attacked?
No, but the mage suggests no ordinary bandits. We found pins adorned with salamanders on the dead. The symbol of their organization, perhaps? I sense hard times ahead.
Well, we'll speak later.
We'll speak later.
So, a flyer, I think the book that I found is one of those flyers. And a book on the Frightener. We'll read this first. So, a monstrum or a betrayal of Witchers, by Anonymous. Indeed, there's nothing more repulsive than these monsters that defy nature and are known by the name of Witcher. as they are the offspring of foul sorcery and witchcraft. They are unscrupulous scoundrels without conscience and virtue, veritable creatures from hell, capable only of taking lives. They have no place amongst decent and honest folk. And this Kaer Morhen, where these villains nest and practice foul rituals, must be wiped off the face of the earth, and all evil traces of it need be treated with salt and saltpeter to complete the deed. Wow. Pretty harsh words. There might be a different glossary message, but we'll check it out. So the Frightener. A collection of information on the unusually rare monster known as the Frightener. And Frightener's vision contains the formula for a potion made using the eye of a Frightener. So I'll read that as well. Okay, so now we have some more things to read. Journal. Glossary. Oh, Witcher's medicine. Okay, so Witchers first. Due to their otherness, unusual abilities and magic skills, Witchers are treated as outcasts and sometimes even met with hatred. This hatred was made manifest during the infamous attack on Kaer Morhen, which led to the destruction of the fortress and the death of most of the Witchers wintering there. Those who survived are doomed to extinction since they no longer train successors. Well, they tried. At least Visari did. People need Witchers, but are simultaneously afraid of them. The itinerant warriors inspire fear because they are mutants and have superhuman powers. A Witcher is rarely a welcome guest, and contacts with members of this profession are almost always limited to business. Witchers are invariably attacked during pogroms and social upheavals directed against those who deal in magic. Yeah. Medicine. For centuries, diseases have plagued mankind, yet when Jan Becker subjected the power to his will, people gained a powerful weapon in their fight against disease. Mages study bacteria and viruses, the ways germs spread as well as genetics. Yeah. This is the thing. I guess they use magic to probe into the microscopic world, because I've yet to see a microscope in this game. But then again, I haven't really paid attention. Yeah, there's genes. I mean, the Witcher's transformation was a controlled mutation, something that we still, in the modern world, find difficult to accomplish for various reasons. But yeah, we can do some simple things with, like make blue potatoes, which, has been done. But that's about it. I don't know. Yeah, skip that. Their research is used by medics who set up hospitals and produce increasingly effective medicines. There are also magical potions capable of healing wounds and internal injuries. Many magic users, such as Marti Södergren or Vicenna, have become healers, traveling the world and using their magic for the good of others. Södergren. See, I should be able to read this. Marti Södergren. Södergren. Or Vicenna. Blah blah. Yeah. And then monsters and the Frightener. Frighteners are very rare. They come into being as a result of magical experiments. To create a Frightener, a mage has to possess great power and a basic knowledge of mutation. The first mage to create a Frightener was the infamous renegade Dagobert Sulla, a diligent student of the Zerrikanian Masters of Alchemy and the supervisor of the trial of the grasses carried out at Kaer Morhen. Upon beholding the abomination he had created, Sulla is said to have cried, "What have I done?" He destroyed the monster. His notes He destroyed the monster. His notes, however, survived. Punctuation. Oh, locations. Kaer Morhen. Kaer Morhen is an inaccessible mountain stronghold which has been the headquarters of the Witchers Guild for centuries. The name comes from the language of the elves. The original Kaer Morhen translates into Old Sea Fortress. The castle's time of greatness has passed. The battlements and moat have deteriorated, and a cold wind blows through the spacious halls. Currently only a handful of Witchers live there. But once many young boys underwent gruesome training along the infamous gauntlet near Kaer Morhen. Yeah. And the laboratory. The famous Witcher laboratory holds the most closely guarded secrets of the cast. Mutagenic plants, hallucinogenic mushrooms, natural stimulants and potion ingredients. It is here that young apprentices were subjected to the incredibly painful trial of the grasses, which only a few survived, gaining superhuman abilities in return. So yeah, not everybody survives the mutation process. Oh, Berengar. Vesemir mentioned a Witcher who had left Kaer Morhen before my arrival. His name is Berengar. Okay, tracking the quest. Talk to Lambert. He should be here. Yeah, there he is.
What do you need?
Done. I have the ingredients, and it's safe upstairs.
Good. You'll need 2 more things to make the potion. The claw of a mighty beast, and some celandine. Vesemir will tell you where to find them. Let me teach you the formula.
Okay. Let's talk to Eskel first, see what he's up to.
Need anything, Wolf?
I have some questions.
What is it?
Oh, lots of information.
What do I use as the base for my potion?
Alcohol. The better it is, the purer and more powerful your potion.
You seem to feel at home here.
Well, I've always preferred an armory to a lab. Though Vesemir plays up the importance of potions, he's hardly an expert. After all, he's always taught swordplay. Still, he tries to teach us everything he learned when he was young, and that was a while back. But to be honest, I don't care for all these powders, mushrooms, and other trash.
Couldn't Triss have helped with Leo's mutation?
Maybe. It's a little more complicated than that. See, we've never shown her the lab, and the last mutation was completed years ago, before the battle. Vesemir can tell you more.
You really think Triss never used magic to peek inside?
She respects our secrets, and she's done a lot for us. For you. I trust her.
So why haven't you shown her the lab?
Triss would like to use our secrets to heal people and such. I've no doubt she'd try. But it's never that simple. Ever heard of the gnome Alfred Nabel?
Eskel, I have amnesia.
An incomparable inventor, like most of his race. Through years of research, he discovered an amazing substance. He intended it for use in mines and quarries. Though a genius, Alfred failed to foresee his invention's possible applications. Others quickly realized that a substance designed to rip granite from the ground could destroy castle walls. Some even considered using it in open battle.
I get it. So what happened to Alfred's discovery?
Mages stopped it from spreading. Alfred committed suicide, and his lab burned down.
Well, that's kind of a waste, isn't it? I mean... scientific inventions never really fail to spread. At least I don't know of any that haven't eventually. I don't know. Didn't I guess there's a
Couldn't Triss have helped with Leo's mutation?
Maybe. It's a little more complicated.
I'll talk to
talk to...
Wait, no, I'm not done with you.
How can I help?
Tell me about the trial of the grasses.
Tell me about the trial of the grasses.
It's a 3-stage process. The first is the choice. Leo completed it, enduring the hard training and diet.
I presume it's more than your basic lettuce and carrots.
Special mushrooms, mosses, and herbs are grown in the lab. Combined with training, they accelerate muscle growth and digestion, improving the body's general condition.
Does everyone pass the first stage?
Unfortunately not. The liver and heart often fail, the mind sometimes too, resulting in excessive aggression.
What's the second stage?
The trial of the grasses. More idiotic tales have been conjured up about that than about princesses and dwarves. Before the raid, the lab contained vials, hearths, formulae, herbs, and the grasses. A mage and his magic were all that was lacking.
Did you ever witness a trial?
Just one, our own. I thought I was going to lose it when your hair turned white. The grasses affect the nervous system, so magic must control the process. The trial results in lightning-fast reflexes, reaction times normal people will never attain. Only 4 out of 10 survive.
Okay, so they do use magic. And the last stage.
Quite a cut. And the last stage?
I don't know the specifics. It involves changes like the mutation of the eyes, the bone marrow, hormones. In exchange, we see in the dark, heal much faster than ordinary folk, and gain increased resistance to poison.
Interesting. What's the cost?
We're infertile.
The changes are irreversible?
Entirely.
For some reason, it's not graying these out.
Tell me about the trial of the grasses.
It's a 3-stage
I presume
special.
Does everyone...
How can I...
Did you see the magic store? They're talking about the storm you saw in the opening cinematic, where Geralt was running through the woods.
Did you see the magic storm?
Yes, I was out hunting. Just before the storm came, a swarm of nightjars took flight. Hundreds of them. Gray streaks across the sky, trilling wildly. Usually less of them gather, and their cries rarely sound so desperate. When the storm came, I gave up the hunt and headed toward Kaer Morhen. Met the others on the way.
We'll talk later.
Interesting. So yeah, I need to talk to Vesemir.
Yes?
Lambert gave me the formula.
I take it you already have white gall and calcium equum.
I do. What next?
You'll need celandine. Take what I have. Plus the claw of a monster, like the Frightener. To skin a creature, take a sharp knife and cut along the torso. You'll find the Frightener's carcass in the upper courtyard. Once you've extracted the claw, rest by the fire while making the potion.
Okay. Basic alchemy, right there. Okay, well, let's go get the Frightener claw. Was it? Claw? It's down here. See, had you chosen to fight the Frightener, you would have been running around the yard. Blasting these with the yard sign. And he would have reacted to it. And, yeah, that's how the fight goes. Frightener's eye and Frightener's claw. This is medicine, and this is for the, I think, might be this one, I'm not sure. I don't know. Wait, did I? No, I didn't. So now I've got the ingredients. Let's make the potion. Rest by the fire. Okay, there. Oh, a new journal entry. Oh, it's a tutorial. No, I know how to do this. I could just double click here and it makes the potion. You can also experiment. If you have alcohol, you can drag it here, and you know, if you have ingredients down here, you can put them there, and it'll create a potion, assuming you have the right ingredients. But it will be listed as an unknown potion, until you drink it or find the appropriate formula. After which, you know, the name and the effects will be revealed to you. But right, we have the potion. Now let's meditate. Wait for it to brew. Get up, and we have it.
Yes?
We'll speak later.
I guess he doesn't have anything to say. Ugh. Lovely. Guessing, where are they? I wanted to talk to them. The other witchers, I mean, before I... Wonder how this happened. Okay. They must be upstairs. Oh, and save again, before I forget. What is with the rats? They're all squished. That is weird. It's like they stepped on them, these guys. Squeak! He's not there. So there's Lambert. Here's Eskel. I think, no, it's Lambert.
What is it, Wolf?
Any thoughts on the attackers?
Any thoughts on the attackers?
Amateurs. If not for the mage and the frightener, we'd have beaten them blindfolded.
But they had a mage and a frightener. They robbed us and killed Leo.
True, but we'll find them.
Leo said he almost defeated you.
We were sparring when that storm arrived. My medallion jerked so hard I almost fell. The boy saw an opening. He certainly had potential. Then Marigold appeared, shaking, delirious. She insisted we chase the wild hunt. Vesemir agreed. He always had a soft spot for her.
You dislike Triss?
She's too pretentious for my taste.
Oh, now this is interesting.
Can you tell me about the fighting styles witchers use?
The art of combat involves 3 traditional sword-fighting styles, plus a few variations designed for combating monsters.
Start with the basic styles.
Kaer Morhen is the wolf school. Old Vesemir always made sure we trained more as warriors than mages, though we also learned the signs. Witches employ 3 fighting styles. There's Aden Enye, the fiery dancer, which we call the fast style. The Viruleden Nefde Fendletiv, the group style. And the Temerian devil, the strong style. Which style do you want to hear about?
We'll go through all of these. Fiery dancer.
The fiery dancer sounds interesting.
The legendary elven swordsman and poet Nisael created it. basing the system of steps and cuts on his observations of wildcats, especially the ocelots that elven rulers used as palace guards. The fiery dancer favors speed and agility over strength of blows. Opponents simply don't have the time to strike back. The ideal swordsman is a flame that cannot be hurt and inflicts wounds each time it is touched. Israel himself wrote that. The style is popular among the elven aristocracy. Which style do you want to hear about?
The Viroleran style.
Tell me about the Viroleran style.
Literally translated, it is the Nine-Sun Sword style. The swordsman of Virolito developed it as a method for tackling several opponents through complex slashing sequences. They say masters of this style can fight 9 opponents simultaneously. Which style do you want to hear about?
Temerian Devil sounds familiar.
Temerian Devil sounds familiar.
Sounds poetic, but there's little or no philosophy involved. Devised by Temerian Landsknechts, simple men. It's best against heavy armored opponents. Which style do you want to hear about?
I think I've heard enough.
All right.
Now about the monster
Can you
fighting
tell me
styles.
about the fighting styles Witchers use?
The art of combat involves 3...
I wouldn't mind hearing about monster fighting techniques.
I wouldn't mind hearing about monster fighting techniques.
You noticed we carried 2 swords? That's because some monsters are immune to steel. A normal sword won't cut them.
For instance?
Werewolves, vampires, genies, and other magical beasts. The techniques for fighting with a silver sword derive from traditional swordsmanship, but there are a few essential differences. No parries and ripostes, mainly steps, evasive moves, spins, and other acrobatics.
Makes sense. You know, if there's a beast that's bigger than you, you don't really want to be attempting a parry. Yeah, I'll be in trouble if I don't.
I'll be in trouble if I don't get my memory back.
You'll be all right, Wolf. Your body will recall all it needs to. Certain things you never forget. Trust your intuition when choosing your fighting style. The Devil's best against Kikimors, Graviers, and Fledders. The Fiery Dancer is absolutely superb against Barghests and Ghouls. And the Viroledan? Anything that attacks in groups, but initially limited to drowners.
Thanks, Lambert.
No problem, Wolf.
We'll speak later. Now it's going to be very interesting to see whether this actually still holds with the FCR installed, because, well, we'll see. I'm so dead. Oh, here's Esco.
How can I help?
And I guess he has nothing
We'll
to say.
talk later.
So yeah, I think I've explored most of this. Hopefully all of it. And now we'll head to Triss's room and apply the medicine. Bread. Again, seems like food has been improved upon in the mod. So it actually heals you pretty quick. Water. Food. Mutton. Looks like maybe. I don't know. Mutton, yeah. I still remember these. By the icons. Okay. Triss's room. Nice. Very nice. Save. And we'll loot it first. Wine. Here we go.
Oh.
Triss's potion.
Thank you, Geralt.
I hope this potion helps.
That was terrible. I dreamt Lambert was with me. He was staring at me, saying things like, "Don't go dying on me, Marigold," calling me big-headed. I'm so glad to see you. What?
I'm glad you're feeling better.
I know we should set out, but I have a feeling we won't be back. Perhaps ever. Won't you stay just a bit longer? With me?
Okay, now there is a set of collectible cards that you can get in the game if you fool around with certain women. I may or may not be collecting them. It doesn't really make much sense to be doing it, so I guess I'm going to skip this one. Yeah, let's just skip it. I mean, I'm not trying to make this LP child-friendly or anything, but, you know, just doesn't make sense. So, let's head off. And I think this ends the first chapter, I believe. So yeah,
We have no time to lose, Triss. The sooner we set off, the better.
You're right. Give me a minute to pack.
I'll see you at the funeral.
We don't know where the bandits came from or who's behind them. We'll draw attention if we venture out as a group. By splitting up, we can also cover more territory.
I'll go west. I know a few people there, and I prefer the coastal
Then
climate.
I'll head east to Kedwin, unless someone objects.
That's fine. Which way should I go?
South, to Temeria. King Foltest owes you a debt of gratitude. Some time ago you removed a curse from his daughter. You might happen on the bandits' trail there. And you, Triss?
I'll try to use my influence to find the bandits. If I learn anything, I'll contact Geralt.
Yeah, the opening cutscene for the game, where Geralt fought the Striga.
I'll gather what information I can and find you in Vizima.
Triss.
Don't, Geralt. I detest goodbyes. I'm liable to cry, and there's nothing more pathetic than a sorceress in tears. Don't get killed, Geralt. I don't think I could deal with that again. I'll see you soon.
See you, Triss.
Caroline, I'm tired. It's not far now. We'll be there soon. I'm cold.
We'll fetch you warm milk and honey. You'd like that.
Very much. Thank you, Caroline. What are those dogs doing? Dogs?
Oh dear.
Alvin, do exactly as I say. This is important. Run to the inn as fast as you can, and don't look back. Understand?
Evil dogs. Run!
What the hell? Shut the gate, quickly! The beast! The beast is attacking! Sound the alarm!
Geralt! Melatelli must have sent you. There's a woman outside. The dogs will tear her apart. Help her! Help! No!
Don't open the gate! The beasts will enter!
These dogs are deadly.
You people are monsters! Stand aside! I save her myself!
Stop. Don't go out there alone.
Damn you! We're all going to die!
Oh. I get the feeling that... Okay, I'm bleeding. I'm dying. Dodge. Blast them. And stab. Come on. I'm almost dead. No. Unfortunately, because I've disabled autosaves, I'm going to have to. I might have to consider turning those on. Like now. Okay. I'll just skip all of this and we'll move on. Give this to Triss.
Thank you. I know.
We have no...
You're right.
And now it saves.
Geralt!
Don't you stop!
Okay, ready? Fast style. Great, got two of them right off the bat. Let's jump over this. Oh. Escape. Run, run, run. Oof.
What was that?
Magic, surely.
The beast! Geralt, look!
The time of the sword and axe approaches. The time of the white frost and white light. The time of madness and disdain. Today, the final age. The world will perish amidst ice and be reborn with the new sun. Reborn of elder blood, of hen Kaer, of a planted seed. A seed that will not sprout but burst into flames.
The old elven prophecy of Itlena. I hope he's all right.
It seems he saved us from the beast.
Yes, seems so. Oh, I do hope he's not hurt. I'll need to find someone to take care of him. He shouldn't be alone. We'll stay at the inn in the meantime.
Wait a minute. I ran into wild dogs on my way here, but they were nothing like these, and I don't mean just the green fur. Know anything about them?
They've been terrorizing the village for some time. Every few days, a villager is killed. The pack is led by a large hound, perhaps a wolf. People call it the beast.
Someone might pay to have the beast slain.
That's what witchers do, isn't it? But enough about monsters. What brings you here?
I'm seeking men who wear the sign of the Salamander. Seen anyone like that in the area?
Shh, not so loud. There was someone, but the peasants grow silent at the mere mention of him. The Reverend might know more. You may also want to ask him about the beast.
I'll do that.
Did you want to ask me something?
So yeah, this is we've reached chapter 1. We'll finish this discussion and call it quits for today. So, yeah, Salamandra. Who are they?
It's been a long time since I've heard mention of Salamandra. Do you know anything about them?
I think they're a group of bandits who terrify the locals. Yesterday, they returned a boy they'd whipped with a lamia.
A lamia?
A Morhen crop with small barbs and hooks. It rips away skin and flesh with each strike. Most civilized countries have banned them. The boy was delirious. Muttered something about a ransom and the Reverend. Sadly, he grew feverish, and he died that night.
Thanks. I may stay longer than I planned.
Why the interest in Salamandra?
I'm going to be honest. She seems to know me, so I'm guessing she's a friend. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't be honest. It's not like the Salamandra themselves don't know about it, and I can't think of anyone who would use this information against me, so... Yeah, they killed someone I was fond of.
They killed someone I was fond of, and stole something of mine.
I wouldn't want to be them.
Yeah, so do we know each other? Who are you exactly?
Do we know each other?
It's me, Shawnee. Don't you recognize me? Whatever happened to you? I heard you died during a massacre in Rivia.
Unfortunately, I lost my memory. I recall the last few weeks, nothing more.
I'm afraid I can't help. Medicine's a fledgling science here in the north. I can say that your memory might come back on its own.
It's not that bad. I'm actually getting used to it.
I hate to admit it, but sorcerers are somewhat more effective at this than we are. Maybe one of them could help.
Okay, so what about her quest here?
What brings you to this village?
I'm traveling to St. Lebioda's hospital in Vizima to help fight the Catriona plague.
When are you leaving?
Once I've helped the victims of the dog attacks, I guess. I can't abandon them. It'll delay me, but some are certain to die without my aid.
Again, how do we know the boy's name? You know, just a little tidbit.
So what'll become of Alvin?
I don't know. I'll look after him for now. Maybe a villager will take him in.
He seems clever enough. Surely someone will want him.
Did you want to ask me something?
No, we'll speak later.
We'll speak later.
Calm down. Everything will be okay.
We'll pick up these things. And we're done. Yeah. Got almost killed by just 3 or 4 enemies, sorry. So this is going to get tough. I'm kind of worried now, actually. But we'll see. Save. And thank you for watching.